right, ladies and gentlemen, this needs to be addressed. So, reports are coming out. Netflix just reached over 200 subscribers. I'm one of those 200 subscribers, ladies and gentlemen. When it comes to content, Netflix has it. It's a quality, not all of it, but when it comes to the anime department, it is. But you already know about this. Warner Media, or Warner Max, or excuse me, HBO Max. If you notice, Warner Brothers or Warner Media has been cutting a lot of people off, selling things off, IP properties and stuff like that to combat this whole COVID situation, which I already knew prior to this because I had an inside source telling me they were going to do this. The COVID thing kind of sped up the process. Now I'm getting sources telling me that they are going to rebrand. And they need to, because HBO Max, not saying it's a bad idea, it's just everybody, if you had HBO Go, because right now people think HBO and Warner Brothers are two separate things, not knowing that they are one company, which that's bad with the people with the marketing department. They didn't understand that. And the execs didn't understand that. They should have called it Warner Brothers Max. But since we live in a climate today, you can't have bros at the end. You should call it Warner Media Max. The title's long, but it works. And that's what they've been calling it lately. Hell, I will go back to even Time Warner Max. If you really want to go back to it, I call it Time Warner Max. That's the name brand too. It's something that they need to change, because if they don't change it, they're not going to get more subscribers, because a lot of people don't know HBO Go or HBO Max. See, I'm getting confused. HBO Max is a library of Warner Brother properties. But also the problem with Warner Brothers have right now, some of their IP is at different places. Why am I seeing Lord of the Rings on Hulu and that's not on HBO Max? The only place I should see some of their properties is on TV. That's fine. But on the streaming service, they should have everything under one umbrella. Be like Disney, what they did, because Disney was smart. They knew, let's get all these IPs back. See, the problem with these execs, and I have a big issue with the execs of Warner Brothers. If you notice, I've been really having on them with the cartoon side of things, but I have really never dabbled on their live action side and their more so their other side. And their live action side department is not as good as their cartoon side department. And ladies and gentlemen, it's just getting worse. These execs need to really sit down and analyze what will it take to catch those. The problem is they will never catch Netflix or Disney. Disney is a household name. They got Marvel, Star Wars, and they just right off the gate they have something good quality content. Marvel has these existing IPs, and Warner Brothers had these existing IPs, but they're not using it. They got spinoff for films, the TV shows, which I'm sitting there like, okay, cool. Why weren't they on the streaming service? And again, I have to play devil's advocate here, because the pandemic has kind of hurt a lot of things, because it's kind of, they might have timed everything when the movies came out, and the pandemic kind of ruined things. And I do understand that, and I do not want to sway from that, because it's like the pandemic did hurt it. But HBO Max needs to figure out how to get more subscribers if they want to make that Netflix money or that Marvel money or that Disney money. Because right now streaming is the way. And when HBO Max sees how much money Netflix is getting in, that's what they want. But if they keep going the route they're going with these execs, they don't know what the fuck is going on, then they're not going to get it. The biggest problem I have with HBO Max, and I state this again, is that these execs didn't pre-plan stuff. Why am I hearing that we're getting DC TV shows now when they should have had 5 or 6 DC TV shows lined up? Before this thing came out, I would have had, okay, I got this show coming out, this show, and they all be connected. I will follow the Marvel format that they did with Marvel Netflix shows and do something with that so they can get some of that profit back. And it's not hard for them to do. I just don't understand that. Create some good IPs, get some creators to say, can you create this, create that? We'll get film. Okay, cool. But they didn't. They just squandered it. Like the Animaniacs, that's on Hulu. Why the fuck is that on Hulu and that's not on HBO Max? That is a Warner Brothers property, I believe. Am I wrong? I believe it is. So all of this going back and forth with them it's not healthy. But what they need to do first is rebrand. Like I said, Time Warner Max, which I think that's a perfect name for it, TWM, the Time Warner Max, or Warner Media Max. And they'll call it Warner Media at the end. But Time Warner Max sounds a hell of a lot better. You still got old Time Warner and you got the Max. So you're paying homage to the lineage of Warner Media or Warner Brothers, but you're not calling Warner Brothers. It's either Time Warner Max, which I love that name, TWM. You got the TWM? Yeah, I got the Max. There you go. Like, verbiage is the key. Disney Plus, HBO, Netflix, Time Warner Max. It rolls off the tongue pretty well. Or Warner Media Max. That kind of rolls off the tongue okay, but the Time Warner Max sound a hell of a lot better. And take it from there. And that's what I say. But as always, guys, like, subscribe. Peace. It's just a food for thought. And comment below, let me know.